In America, the streets teem anew with civil rights marchers. This time, the civil right being sought is simply to not be policed to death. Oakland, Ferguson, New York, Main Street, USA runs red with the blood of young black men gunned down with impunity by police. Amadou Diallo, Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner. Another name on this list every 36 hours. On the news and on TV and in the movies, the police use science to solve crime. But science now routinely exonerates black men imprisoned after police duress forced untrue confessions. Yet while crime has dropped to historic lows, police forces are expanding and militarizing. Why, you ask? When there is no money for schools or hospitals, are we getting more stormtroopers? Elementary, my dear Watson. It's because the real job of the police is to be the enforcers of inequality. The police criminalize race and public space to suppress the poor. And though there's less crime, there's way more poor. So while banksters steal billions, billions more are spent over-policing the poor into submission. And when a bad cop rouses the ire of the masses, his buddies get overtime for riot duty. Priceless. If you're crazy enough to think this is an American problem, you'd better up your meds. 2 names, Sammy Yatim, Robert Jacansky. Mental distress is too often a death sentence by cop in Canada. Be careful being too Aboriginal too. In Canada, Aboriginal peoples make up 4% of the population, but 23.2% of federal prison inmates. Last weekend, a 61-year-old female native elder was taken down by an RCMP thug. She earned her lumps for standing on her rights to refuse police interrogation, then reaching for her walker to exercise her right of liberty. If you're an Aboriginal woman, you're 3 times more likely to be killed with impunity. And if the Picton case proved anything, it's that CSI shows aside, cops don't do much sleuthing. So I modestly propose we freeze police hiring for a decade, strap them all with body cams, and disarm all but a few units. And to get the most bang for our police buck, we should train at least 50% of cops to police employment safety and financial fraud. After all, more Canadians are killed at work than are murdered, and way more robbery is done with a briefcase than a gun. In Toronto, for Rabble TV, I'm Humberto da Silva, not Rex Murphy.